Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to look at this question of formulae and variation. Now, this is specifically formulae. The question is, rewrite the formula below so that T becomes the subject. Now, this is the equation. This is the equation, or we can say this is the formula. This is the formula. Now, at this point, we want to make T the subject of the formula. And the first thing that we shall do in making T the subject is we have to remove this square root sign that is here by squaring both sides. And if we square both sides, then we shall have that is P squared equals to, if this is our right hand side, and if we square what is on our right hand side, which is P, then it will be P squared. And if we see what we have on our left hand side, this one is not under the root sign, and therefore we square it directly. And if we square it directly, then we shall have n squared, that is n squared, divided by, if we square 2m, it will be 4m squared. Then let us put this one in the bracket. And then if we square what is on the square root sign, then the square root will disappear. The square root sign will disappear, and therefore we shall have f over k minus t. Now at this point we shall expand this. And if we expand, we shall have, that is p squared equals to, we shall multiply, that is the numerator directly, n squared times f, it will be n squared f. Then all over 4m squared times, that is k, it will be 4m squared k. Then 4m squared times negative t, it will be negative 4m squared t. Now, at that point, we shall also multiply by what we have on our denominator on both sides, so that we get rid of what is on the denominator. And therefore, if we multiply by, that is what we have on our denominator, which is 4m squared k minus 4m squared t, then we shall have, that is p squared, then times the whole of this, that is 4m squared k, then minus 4, this is m squared t. Then we close the bracket that way, equals to, that is, if we multiply by what we have on our denominator on both sides, then at this left hand side, it will disappear. And therefore, we shall only remain with n squared f. Then at that point, we shall open the bracket here. We shall open the bracket. And if we open the bracket, then we shall have, that is 4m squared p squared k minus 4m squared p squared t equals to, that is n squared f. That is what we shall have if we open the bracket here. And therefore, from there, we can take this to this side, and we take this to the other side. And therefore, at this point, we shall have, that is, this one is negative at this point, and therefore it will be positive, which is 4m squared p squared t equals to, if we take this to this side and we take this to the other side, then we shall have, that is 4m squared p squared k, then minus n squared f. So we have taken this to the other side. Because it was positive at this point, then it will be negative on the other side. And therefore, reaching at this point, we want to make t the subject, then we shall divide by, that is 4m squared, then p squared on both sides. That is by 4m squared p squared. This one and this one simplifies. And therefore, our t will now be, that is 4m squared p squared k minus, that is n squared f, all over, that is 4m squared p squared. And at that point, we have made our t to be the subject. We have rewrite our equation so that t becomes the subject at that point. Now, in conclusion, I want us to take note of two statements. Number one is that a formula is a scientific statement that gives a quantitative physical relationship between variables. That a formula is a scientific statement that gives a quantitative physical relationship between variables. Secondly is that when we write one variable on the left-hand side of the formula, we say that it is the subject of the formula. When we write one variable on the left-hand side of the formula, we say that it is the subject of the formula. Now, that marks the end of formulae.